Southern California continues to battle high rates of homelessness. In part one of a sit-down interview
on any given night in America, about 700,000 to 2 million people are homeless with no place to go. Every year on any given night in America.
My name is Carolyn Sprocka, and I am the Overnight Emergency Shelter, the Daytime Program, and the Harbor Permanent Supportive Housing. So I'm an interesting story. I've been a volunteer for 33 years. Then a few years ago, I quit my 25-year day job and turned my volunteering into full-time work here. And it's the best thing I ever did. Quite often in communities, people will just want to turn away and not see the need, and they ignore it. Hesed allows the community to come together, not only to see, but to solve the problems, and to help one another. And if you notice in Aurora and the surrounding areas, you don't see homeless people on the streets the way you do in other large cities. That's a testament to the work of the community, of the churches, that people care.
A lot of guests show up here in a very helpless state. They've probably already been living on couches of friends or relatives and have exhausted those options. And they hear about Hesed House. We have a reputation for more than just a meal and a mat, to really help them and to really understand them through counselors, caseworkers, medical, legal, taking time to hear their story.
We are a low threshold shelter, meaning however you present, if you're from the area, we welcome you in, because we can't help folks if they're not in with us, if we push them away. So first we just try to meet everyone's needs, build a relationship, get to know them, and then start to take some steps forward. You might be thinking about where you want to go to college or where you want to have a summer vacation, or things like that. Those are goals that are out on the timeline. If you're in crisis, you're thinking about, where am I going to sleep tonight? Am I going to be able to eat today? So people have to first relax out of crisis before they can take some steps forward. So we try to meet those immediate needs. Roughly about 50 to 60% of the folks will move out and return to independent living within like the first 3 months. Then the next group percentage, maybe about 20-25%, it might take a little bit longer. They might have a few more barriers, a few more obstacles to overcome. So that might be a year to 18 months. Then there's a very, very, very small percentage of the population that would be considered chronically homeless. Multiple barriers, a long time homelessness, lots of other issues. The way that we're addressing that is we've opened up what we call the Harbor Permanent Supportive Housing. It's a lot like a college dorm setup. There's a community living room, kitchen, but everyone has their own individual bedroom. There's room for a bed, a dresser, TV, chair, so that they do have their own space. And that's what those folks really need, because no one should live their whole life in a homeless shelter. And for that small percentage of folks, that might be their only option. When you get a chance to be the best part of somebody's day, that's pretty awesome. And this is a place where you can do that. People can come face to face, lives get changed, and like I said, you could be the best part of someone's day, which is pretty cool.